Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another one of my videos. This video is very special to me because this is the last video of 2021. And if you guys are new here, my name is Naomi T. Grant. On my channel, I focus on beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content. So if you guys are interested in content like that, make sure that you guys subscribe, like, share, all of that good stuff. Yes, I want to be able to create more content for you guys here in 2022. So let me know that you guys are enjoying the content by liking, by subscribing, and all of that good stuff. Also, hit the bell notification so that you're notified every single time that I post, because this next year is going to be jam-packed with content, and I am so excited to share all of this newness with you guys. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be chatty. I don't do a lot of chatty videos, but I find whenever I do, my subscribers, like the ones who watch all my videos, say you guys really enjoy it. So this is really for you guys. I wanted to do a video of 21 things that I learned in 2021, and there's actually something that is popping up in my head, and I'm just gonna throw this out there and add this to the list, and I guess I'll take something else out. But one of the things that I learned this year that really stuck to me is that everything that I want in this life I can have. Anything, literally anything. Nothing is out of my reach. It may not be something that I can do in this very second, in this moment, but if I really feel it and I believe it and I claim it for myself, it's mine, and I think that's really important. Anything. If I want to be a multimillionaire, I can. If I want to live in a foreign country, I can. If I want to be a homeowner, I can. Everything that I have in my mind for what I want in my life is so attainable. It is not something like so crazy. So whatever it is, believe that it's mine. Find ways to actually actively, take steps to get to that place so that it can be yours. But in the course of a year, your whole life can change. Like you can start the year off being in a tough financial place, and then at the end of the year, you land a really great job, or you build better, healthier, maybe financial spending habits, whatever the case is, and you can have all the things that you want. You might be in a completely different place by the end of the year. The same thing might be with your fitness goals. Like you can look at yourself in the mirror today and be like, I'm not really happy with what I see, but I'm going to actively make changes throughout this year so that I end off the year at a better stage. And then the year ends and it's like a total transformation. So anything that you want in this life, you can have. Nothing is beyond your reach. Anything that you want, that you really believe that is for you, you're worthy of having it. Even if you can't visualize it right now, just try to stay positive, try to make a plan so that those things can come true, and believe it. Like truly believe in yourself even when it seems like it's so far from your reach at this moment, because life is so interesting and your life can change in a matter of months, honestly. Okay, another thing that I learned this year, very important, the importance of setting boundaries. And this was really important for me because I actually fell back on this, and I allowed certain people that I had really strict boundaries with, I allowed them a little bit more access to me, just because naturally I'm just a nice person. I don't like people who have boundaries. Aren't mean, let's be clear, but if you are dealing with somebody who doesn't respect your boundaries, you constantly feel like you're being the bad guy because you're ignoring them. You might have to ignore them. You might have to constantly tell them what your boundaries are, and you feel like you are put in a position where you always have to be the person to say no, right? But anytime that I put my guard down and I didn't honor my boundaries, it always bit me in the butt at the end of the day. It always did. It always was something that I'm like, I knew better. So regardless of how it turned out, I knew better, and I should have stuck to my guns, and going forward, I'm not going to do that again, So boundaries are important. You might feel like you're no fun having to set up boundaries, and people might make you feel like you're being silly for having boundaries up, but stay true to yourself. Do what you feel like works best for you, and you'll never feel bad about the choices that you make in your life because you're doing what's best for you. I just wanted it to be a little bit brighter. Okay, Next thing that I learned is to accept people for who you are and not who you want them to be. And this was something that I had to accept with a lot of people, honestly. There were certain people in my life that I would say, but someone who has this role should be a certain way. And I gave a lot of people the benefit of the doubt because of it. Like, oh no, but they have to care as much as I do because we share this thing, or whatever it is. I don't want to get too deep and get too specific, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, And the moment I was able to accept people for who they were and not put these expectations of what I felt like they needed to be, the relationship that I had with them became so much easier. Even if that meant that the relationship just was kind of non-existent, I was able to let go of any expectations of them that they may or may not have promised to me, and I was able to see them for just who they were and nothing less, So that was a big thing. Here's another big thing, and this has been my saying all year, but it's true. People are to be experienced. Like you're supposed to experience people. You don't own anyone except for yourself, even your own kids. There's gonna be a point in time in my life where Jaden is away at school. He moved on. He has moved on with his life. Like, he's married, he has children, and all the beautiful things that he wants in his life. He's living his life for himself, right? Although I gave birth to him, and right now in his life, I owe him, like, I have to take care of him, and all of his life decisions are really up to me, There's going to be a point in time in his life where he is free to make all those decisions on his own, and that's who I want to raise him to be. I will cherish all of these moments that we share together, and those will be really important to me. Even down to relationships when they end. Like, I lost a really close friend of mine this year. Like, I had a friend group and we fell apart, and it was really challenging for me. And I think I thought I was okay with it, and then months later I wasn't. And I had to understand that there were so many really great moments that we shared together, and that is the beauty of the relationship. Not how it ended, not what I wish things would be, or how disappointed I may feel about certain things. They were in my life for a reason, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm okay with things not being the way that I may have wanted it to be, but I experienced them, and I feel like they gave the best of themselves, as good of a version of themselves to me as they could, and I'm able to move forward with that. And even in relationships that ended really bad, and relationships that may have been really toxic, there was a lot that I experienced that I was able to still grow from it, whether it was good and bad. So yeah, you don't own people. People come and go, and when they go and when they no longer seek interest in giving you what you need out of the relationship, it's okay to move forward and let them go. I think it serves both of y'all far more than holding on to something just because you guys have history with one another, Another thing that I learned, and this is kind of ties into the other thing that I mentioned, but just because something is familiar to you does not mean that it is good for you. And I don't know, last year it was like the year of the exes. I had so many people from my past pop back in, and a lot of it was just, I honestly, as I was thinking about this the other day, I think it was because we spent a year not having all the things that we were familiar with, right? Like, so many things were taken away from us in 2020 that I think that when 2021 came around and we felt a little bit of sense of normalcy, we wanted to check in on those old people, and I don't know. I think it kind of like put things in perspective, and there was a lot of like, well, what ifs? Well, what if, right? And the truth is, just because you have history with someone, and kind of like piggybacking on the last thing that I said, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to hold on to a relationship or build something. Like, I spent a lot of time this year building relationships with people, like old people, rebuilding those relationships with those people, knowing in my soul and in my heart that it wasn't gonna go anywhere, and it didn't. It literally didn't. Like, I wasted my time. Every single phone call, every single text, every single time that I spent time with these people, it was not getting me anywhere closer to the version of myself that I wanted to be. I envisioned like my ideal self. In fact, it was like setting me back. Despite having good moments, despite having good conversations, despite learning certain things from those people, I knew that these were not the people that I can take with me to the next steps in my life. So I don't know if it was a total waste of time, honestly, now that I'm saying it this way, but just because it's familiar, just because you know it well, just because you guys kind of go back into the flow when you guys are around each other, it's like we never lost a step, you know. It's like everything's just like how it used to be. Doesn't mean it's good for you. Things end for a reason, and it's okay to move forward and never look back. Here's another thing that I learned this year, and I learned this in particular about my business. I have a body care line. It is called Xiaomi. I sell whipped body butters. I plan on selling more products in the next year, but what I learned is the grass only grows wherever you water it. And this saying is not a new saying. We have all heard it. Every single time that I took the time out to post content for my brand, or took the time out to develop a new product, or tweak a recipe or an ingredients, whatever the case, improve on that, or invest in that, anytime that I nurtured my business, I always saw a return on income. Majority of the time I realized I should have done that differently, because that's, you live and you learn. But for the most part, I'll have moments where my business is kind of like slow and zipping in sales, and then I start being active on social media. I start engaging on social media. I start talking about my brand, all of that, and then my sales start increasing. You know why? Because I'm actually nurturing it. It's the same with every single thing that you do, okay? You want to start seeing improvements in your health, you have to start actually actively doing it, okay? Nothing is going to happen overnight. Take your time. Whatever it is that you need to do to get closer to that goal, do it. And when you start seeing the results come back from it, you'll feel 10 times better. Like, so I'm gonna definitely in this next year take more time to nurture those things that are important to me, because if you don't and things don't grow, it's really only up to you. You know, no one's gonna do it for you, you know? Here's another thing that I learned this year. Make time for your friendships. Make time for them. Take the time out to check on a friend, see them, spend time with them, all of that. Yeah, those things are really important. I was able to spend a lot of time with my friends this year, which I'm so grateful for. Friends I really wish I was able to spend a little bit more time with this year, but I still made time for them in other ways. But friendships are so important, and I think after losing my childhood friend this year, I realized that relationships need to be watered. Like, you need to nurture them in order for them to grow. People are not going to just stay in your life just because you guys have history, you guys have a relationship or a bond with each other. Those things are not unbreakable. Even when it comes to family members, like, you assume because your siblings or your cousins that you guys are always going to be close. No, that's not the case. You actually have to take time for it. So I was so grateful to be able to spend time with my friends. And also, I don't have a lot of friends with kids. I have one other friend out of my, I have like a mom friend group, but one of my like close everyday friends who is a mom. But other than that, none of them are moms, and all of them are so good with Jaden and like welcome me and Jaden to whatever. And I'm so grateful for that, because then I don't have to worry about, oh, do I have a babysitter, or I can't have this friend around my kid, or whatever the case is. Like, I feel like my friends accept me and all of me, including my kid, and that is such a great thing, because I'm still able to have a social life. He's able to see me having really good, healthy, loving friendships around me, you know? Another thing, now this one, I wrote this because I was watching and just like that, and I was so annoyed. So I mean this wholeheartedly. Reboots and revivals of old series or old movie franchises are all bad. Stop it. Stop it. Let it go. Let it go. Oh my goodness. Yes, just let it go. Let it go. Oh my gosh. Y'all are ruining. You are ruining these shows and the memories that these people have. remaking it? Like, is everything a cash grab? Does everything needs to be milked until it is no longer able to mean anything to anyone? Like, is anything sacred anymore? Like, what was that Lion King remake? What was that? What in the Discovery Channel wildlife crap was that? I don't care if Beyonce was in it. I did not, no, it was not good. It was not good. And I stand by that. Even the Aladdin remake, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but did we need it? Could we have lived our lives without it? Yes. Because trust and believe, when I want to watch Aladdin, a good Aladdin, I put on the classic one. And the same with this new revival. Like, what are they doing with And Just Like That? The characters, all y'all are showing me is old. All they are old. Everybody's old. Somebody needs to get surgery for their hip. Somebody needs to do this. We don't do anything because we're old. Nothing is fun. They're not fun. They're not funny. I don't like it. The fashion is not even good anymore. Like, they're not even wearing pieces that are like before you would watch the original show and you would be like, oh my goodness, like, look what Carrie's wearing. Like, these are outfits that truly like would inspire the fashionista and anyone, you know. Now I'm always like, what the heck are they wearing half the time? The outfits are not even as interesting to me. That they kind of like, before, like, the outfits were a character, but like I don't even care about it. I kind of like zoom past it. But the storyline is so boring. I don't even think I could watch another episode. I watched 5 episodes and had more moments where I had to turn it off because it was so cringe than having moments where I could be like, that's funny. I can so relate. Like, what the, why were y'all all that desperate? You know what, maybe they were desperate for money, because I saw Charlotte, her character, is her name Charlotte? Yeah, Charlotte's character. I saw her in a Netflix Christmas movie, and yeah, maybe she did need the money. Maybe that's what this is. But I'm just like, I'm no longer, I don't care. Even with the Matrix remake, or the Matrix 4, I heard that it was like, like, why? Just leave it alone. Like, nobody asked for it. Nobody. Y'all could have left it the way it was. Why even pick something up 10, 15 years after it's done? What is, y'all have no like original ideas anymore? I don't get it. Okay, that's enough of my rant on that, but I'm so serious about it. I've had enough. This is a good one. Don't let fear stop you from doing anything that you really want to do. And what I mean by this is, if you really want to do something, do it scared. Do it scared. Start that business and do it scared. Like, start going to the gym. You want to exercise, you want to be healthy or whatever. Start doing those workouts. Be scared when you do it, but do it. Whatever it is. You want to learn how to start to cook gourmet meals? Do it terrified. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, do it. Do not let your fear stop you. You want to move to a foreign country? Plan it so that, you know, you're not out there stranded with no money and like no access to anyone to help you if you need. Save, but do it, and do it even though you're scared. I took a trip with my kid by myself this year. I was terrified. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a really good time. I took him to Disney. Disney is like really safe and comfortable for me. But I was scared. I was scared to be on a trip, just me and my kid. Like, although I'm with him all the time, I literally had to have people, like my close friends, telling me like, you do everything with him here. It's like, it's not going to be any different going somewhere else with him. And it calmed me down, although it is different, but it allowed me to be like, I make great decisions for my kid now. I'll make good decisions for my kid later. But I was terrified. But you know what? We had the best time. So glad that I went. Even starting my business, I was so scared to start my business. And even though I'm at a place right now where I'm like, I don't know how many years I can see myself really doing this in terms of how much energy I want to give to my business and what I want to do, other things that I want to do. But I will never regret starting this business. I would always regret not doing it. So whether I decide I'm no longer going to do it in the next few years because I want to do other things, I'm okay with that. But I will always regret not trying to launch my own business, because it's something I've always seen myself doing. And I might launch other businesses. I might have to put my energy into other things, but this was definitely something, an experience that I'm learning from, that I can take all of this and apply it to something else, you know? Everything has a lesson. Every single thing. Another thing that I learned this year, give yourself time to heal. And this is something that I really took my time with. Like, I've already told you guys about, you know, I'm a single mom and my past relationship's not working and all of that. And that my past, the person I was with, they moved on really fast. And I remember feeling like, oh my God, like people are going to see this person move on, and like all the pictures that they share and all of that. And they might look at me like maybe I was the problem. I knew I was not the problem. I knew I was not. So what I did was I realized that in order for me to have what I really want in a healthy way, I have to give myself time to really heal and grow from this experience. And healing takes time, and it's okay. Don't rush it. When you feel like you're really fully healed from an experience and from someone, you begin to, like, for me at least, once I'm really healed, I never will go back. Like, I'm over it. Like, it serves me literally no purpose anymore, because I got everything that I needed to get. And every single time that I've gone back to someone that I let go of is because I really didn't take the time to heal from it. I just kind of, like, you know, put it in the back of my brain, you know? So really take some time to heal from it. Write about the experience. Think about how you felt during it. What things you like, what things you didn't like, what things you would never want to experience again. Do all of that. Do whatever you need to do to heal from it. Speak to people about it. See a therapist about it, because I sure enough did. And when you are completely over it, you will almost be indifferent to that. That person will be indifferent to you, and it will be nothing to you anymore. But in a good way, you know? Another thing that I've learned this year, you do not need to seek approval from other people about decisions that you are going to make about your own life, okay? If you want to paint your room all black, why are you asking your friends what if you should paint your room black? Do you want to paint your room black? Are your friends sleeping in your bedroom with you? Why are you asking people about their opinion on a thing that you want to buy? Are they wearing it? Is it their personal style? They're probably going to say no, because they wouldn't wear that. Who even cares? Can you afford it? Do you want to do it? Does that thing make you happy? Does this decision that you want to make, is it going to, you know, put you closer to the ideal version of yourself that you want to be? If all of those things check off right, who cares about what anybody else thinks? Even from your most trusted friend. Do what you want to do. Because if someone says that they don't like it, then you're not going to do it? Are you going to now be discouraged from doing it if someone tells you that that's not a great idea, but you really wanted to do it? Just really take some time to build trust within yourself, and trust that whatever decision you make for you, you're making good decisions for yourself. And if you do end up failing, or things not turning out the way that you want it to turn out, then guess what? The only person that you could blame is yourself. You can't blame other people for that. And you learn from it and you move on. It's okay for things not to work out. It's okay if you paint your room a color and then after you do it, you realize you hated it. You can paint over it. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? As long as you have another day to live, you can always correct any choices and decisions that you have made in your life. So yeah, that's that. Another thing, oh, this was so special to me, but yo, pay attention to the signs that God, that the universe is giving you, because it will tell you if you are in the right place or in the wrong place if you really are paying attention. And I spoke about this in my Karen Britt Chick giveaway video when I won the giveaway for Karen Britt Chick. Whether she hand selected me or put my name in a random raffle and my name popped out, it was a sign from God to tell me I am in the right place at the right time. Okay? I have a platform. I have a social media platform. I talk about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. And even me winning that giveaway brought so many people who are interested in similar content onto my page. Like, that was a sign from God that I'm doing the right things at the right time, right? And then there'll be signs from God telling you that you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, you need to get up on out of there, okay? You don't feel happy here. You don't feel safe here. You are getting all of the, everything is telling you that nothing is aligning for you here. So you need to remove yourself from this experience. But if you don't pay attention, you'll continuously put yourself in the same wrong place or in the same right place. So pay attention. You don't need to have a definitive reason why something is not right for you. Just trust yourself. Learn to trust what the signs are giving you. Learn to trust your instincts, all of that. Those things are really important. Oh, this one is really good. But have gratitude for where you are now to appreciate where you want to be. Yeah. Where I want to be in life is so much bigger and greater than where I am right now. But that does not mean that I'm not grateful for what I have. I am grateful for so much in my life, even on the most minuscule scale. I'm grateful that my legs allow me to walk and be able to do whatever I need to do. The other day, my stroller broke. Jaden's about to be 5, so I knew that when this stroller was going to break, I wasn't going to get another one. I don't drive. I use my stroller with Jaden because I need to go places and I don't want to be dragging a toddler around to do it. That's my choice. That's my choice. I don't judge y'all for what y'all do. It works for me and my family, you know? So when my shoulder broke the other day, I had groceries in it, and it was heavy groceries too. And when it broke, I was just grateful for all that the stroller had done for me and my family. I left it right on the corner because there was nothing I could do with it. And by the grace of God, although I am not in the best shape of my life, my legs and my arms, my whole body was able to carry all of those groceries, and my kid. I didn't carry him, but like, you know, get us all home safely. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. My body was able to help me in that moment. I was able to do that on my own. Not the most ideal thing. I was definitely sore today because of it, but I was able to do it. Thank you, God. There's just little things that you could look at a situation that sucked, because that did suck. It was not the most, not my finest hour, you know? But you can find the good in everything. You can find things to be grateful for if you actually are living your life in a place of gratitude and basically like appreciating what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't have, you know? And I feel like that shift in perspective allows you to be so much more grateful for the things that you end up obtaining over, you know, as time goes on, versus if you're always thinking about what you don't have, you'll never be satisfied, you know? Okay, here's another one that this is really, I don't know, should I say this one? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Style is subjective. So wear what you want. Someone will hate it. Someone will love it. Either way, who cares? You know? And this one really stood out to me because I've been watching Emily in Paris. The first season I did not really care for. I didn't really care for the storyline so much. And in fact, majority of it was like I'm screaming at the camera like, what the heck? I didn't, you know. But I think a lot of people felt that way. But then there was a lot of people who liked it. I personally did not care about Emily, the main character. I didn't really care about her outfits. I liked other characters' outfits far more than hers. But then I realized, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it was bad. There were people who actually watched the season and found so much inspiration in her outfits that she wore. There might be times where I look back at the videos, my styling videos and outfit ideas that I share with you guys. In fact, there are some, I'm like thinking of them right now, that I already am like, I would never wear that again. Style is subjective. Your style is going to change. You will evolve. You will make changes. As long as you're alive, you're going to make changes and you're going to change your mind and wear what you like. If you're comfortable in it, that's really honestly like all that matters, you know? Yeah, am I saying? Yeah, I skipped one because it was similar to that and I added one. So yeah, we're good to go. Oh, this one's funny, but it's true. My mother, this is one thing that I learned this year. My mother will never say my name right when she calls me the first time or the second time, maybe the third time, and it's okay. It's not that my mother does not know my name. My mother has 5 daughters, and honestly, we all sound alike and look alike. So if she calls me Asia, Khadija, Ajali, or Janae's name before she calls me Tijana, when she calls me Tijana, it is okay. It doesn't mean she doesn't love me. It doesn't mean she doesn't know my name. It's okay. And I will not give her a hard time about never calling me by the right name. I'll just do whatever she is asking me to do and let it go. I'm not even going to act like it matters, because it doesn't. Because she's looking at me. She is talking to me. There's only us in the room. And I think maybe the pressure I put on her to say my name right is why she always says it wrong anyway. So that's what I'm letting go of. And that's something I learned this year. Because I would really take offense to it. Like, who are you talking to? Why are you calling me that person's name? It's not that serious, you know? Okay, another one. Buy good undergarments. This is something I learned this year. Why does my son, I go out my way to make sure Jaden has the best socks. Old Navy has some good socks for kids, and you can get some good quality socks in the Gap. I will buy my kid like 3 packs of good quality socks, and I have like enough socks for the week. My kid has the best underwears. I don't like tiny whitey underwears for kids because I feel like they give them wedgies. So I'll get him like better quality ones, like the briefs, the boxer things. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm very particular about the high quality that I give my kid. And then I got the audacity to be buying my underwears from the discount store? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me. I've done that a few times this year. Excuse me? And it's not even, I mean, yes, a lot of it could just be like, oh, I'm being frugal, right? But a lot of it is really, I'm being cheap. I'm just being cheap. And then when my stuff doesn't last, you wonder why. Some of the best underwears I bought this year from, what is this brand? Like, I don't think it was Fruit of the Loom, but one of those like classic, always good quality brands. It's not even expensive. It's just like good quality. I probably got them from Macy's, so it's probably like higher quality than like Target. Whatever. They were good quality, and I have a few of those underwears, and they never steer me wrong. Every time I wear them, they're the best, most comfortable underwear. And you know, I spent a little bit more on it, but it was worth it, okay? So have good undergarments. Anything that you wear every single day of your life should be the best should be good quality. I wear underwear every day. I have a Nespresso machine, and I get gourmet pods to have good coffee every single day. But my underwear gives me wedgies? Are you kidding me? And I gotta have wedgies every day? No, no. So that's something I learned this year, and I'm never turning back. Another thing I learned this year: don't buy food in bulk for a toddler unless you want to be stuck eating the rest of whatever the heck it is they claim that they were obsessed with just a week ago. Kids are fickle, and I'm stuck with mini chocolate chip muffins in my freezer. I don't like chocolate chip muffins. I don't want to eat them. And I was stuck eating the rest of the Go-Go applesauce pouches. Luckily, I did like that. Kids act like they are obsessed with something and they want to eat it, and only that, and you feel bad when they run out of it and you're like, oh my god, I have to run to the store and get you this one thing. But kids will change their minds just like anybody else. So don't buy it in bulk. Buy it when it's on sale from your local grocery store maybe, but don't buy it in bulk because you might be stuck eating it or throwing it in the garbage, because guess what? Those chocolate chip muffin thingies are getting thrown in the garbage because I don't want to eat it and he doesn't want to eat it, and I'm not waiting for him to like it again. I'm throwing it out. It's taking up too much space. Oh, this is perfect segue for the next one. Let go of things. It's okay to let go of things, people, places, things, friendships, relationships, jobs. I remember when one of my relationships ended, there was this place I used to love going to with this person. They like introduced it to me, and I had to let go of that place because it always reminded me of that person, and I always like would get anxiety if I went there outside, like when we weren't together, like what if they show up or something, like I had to let go of that place and create new memories somewhere else. It's okay to let go of friendships. It's okay to let go of clothes. I just like recently donated so many clothes. You have no idea how many old clothes I had from Jaden. Like I don't have any other kids, and I don't plan on having any other kids, at least anytime soon. So why do I have it? It can be of use to somebody else. So let it go. It served its purpose, and if it's no longer serving you, let it go to someone else who might actually find value in whatever that thing is. And also sometimes you gotta let go of jobs too. Like sometimes you'll have a job and it's like whatever, it's money, but it's not going to let you like lead you anywhere closer to where you want to be in your life. So you gotta let go of that too. So it's okay to let go of things. Plan, maybe, like, you know, think of a plan. Don't just impulsively quit your job and then you have no other income coming in, or don't impulsively like throw out all your clothes and then you're like, oh crap, I have no more money to buy. I don't have money to like redo my wardrobe. But you know what I mean, like it's okay to let things go. Oh, this is another thing about wardrobe. So a wardrobe full of classic timeless pieces is far better than a wardrobe full of random one-offs, bold, vibrant things. Like I'm the kind of person where I personally feel more excited about buying like a statement piece than buying basics. Like basics are just kind of boring sometimes, but those basic pieces are the pieces that I wear the most and that I am the most grateful for in my wardrobe. And if I had more basic pieces in my wardrobe, I think I would have a better wardrobe. So this year is the year I learned it, because I feel like I had a lot of like statement pieces. Even if it wasn't like a statement print or a bold print, maybe the silhouette was really specific, or it was something I couldn't wear like multiple times. I would much rather have a wardrobe full of really nice pieces that I can wear interchangeably, different ways, year after year after year, than have a wardrobe full of pieces that just kind of fit me for a season or fit me for a moment. It's okay to have one or two, like a few pieces like that, like occasion pieces, but a wardrobe full of it on an everyday basis, it just, you'll always feel like you never have anything to wear, you know? And last but not least, this is very important. Turn off your phone, unplug, and be present. And if you cannot be present, like if not present, if you cannot turn off everything, find a way to just put it to the side for a second and focus on whatever it is that you're doing. So if you are, you know, meeting your friend for dinner, put your phones in your bag. Put your phone on do not disturb, or like don't have your phone at a place where whenever it's like an idle moment, y'all are both staring at your phone. Y'all don't know how many times I'll go out with a friend and we're like just like we're all in each other's face, like oh my god, like always like talking the whole time. We're like in our own like little bubble literally in our own little world. And then we'll see friends come out to eat and they're like the whole time like on their phone, like why are y'all out? Like you could do that in the house. Like you could do that in the house. And if you feel like, you know, you have moments where it's like dead or dry, or like you're not entertaining and you're like, why am I here? Then why did you come out? Like whatever it is, I'm sure it could wait for whatever, like that hour that you're spending with that person, just to be present and to listen to what they have to say and ask them questions and engage and want to catch up and like really care about what's going on with them. So, and whatever this really like means can like tie into any relationship and any one thing. But if you feel like you're on your phone too often, and I do, like I literally, I edit on my phone, I post things on my phone, I create content on my phone, I conduct business on my phone, all of that. Like, so I almost always have my phone next to me. But there are moments where you just have to put the phone down. Not everything has to be a Instagrammable moment. And I know it's not just because I'm a content creator I'm saying this. I think a lot of people, whether you're a content creator or not, you're always like trying to like, you know, record something or watch it. You're not gonna watch it later. I remember years ago, I remember going to a concert. I think it was the Watch the Dome concert with Jay-Z and Kanye West. And I recorded so much of that concert. You think I ever watched that back? I did not watch that back. I could have had my phone away present in the moment, feeling all the vibes of that moment, versus having my phone out. Like, who cares if you went? Like, I know I was there. Why am I recording this to show? Who's gonna want to watch that? I'm not gonna be showing it to my friends. Like, here's what the whole concert. They don't care. Nobody wants to see that. Maybe get 1 or 2 pictures to kind of capture the moment, or 1 video to capture the moment. Record your favorite song maybe, but even that, don't you want to feel it? Don't you want to be in the moment when it's happening? So unplug, because the moment I feel like the moment you open your phone, you might go in there for one thing. Like, I went in my phone earlier because I wanted to, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish edit. I wanted to edit a video, like a New Year's video. I ended up ordering groceries. I ended up being on Instagram. I ended up being on TikTok. I didn't even finish what I went into the phone for, because it's just so overwhelming. There's always something going on over there, you know? So try to find time to just be like, I'm unreachable for X amount of hours in a day. And that might be, I do not respond to any messages until after I do my morning time routine. And I'm going to speak to my most ideal self, so I'm going to say this out loud, even though I don't do this every day. After I wake up and do my meditations and brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, have my coffee, have my tea, you know, after I get my kid ready for school. Like, there's a lot that sometimes you really need to focus on in the morning. You can't be on your phone scrolling on Instagram. You can't. It like shifts your whole energy. So you really have to sometimes unplug and be present, because you want to be able to give your best self to the people around you, and even to yourself. Open your phone, you see one horrible thing and it shifts your whole mood, you know? So yeah, that is all the things that I learned in 2021. 21 things I learned in 2021. I hope you guys found this video interesting, exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you grabbed a snack and enjoyed it while you watched it. Let me know down in the comments which one of the things that I mentioned, the 21 things that I mentioned, that you guys agree with or completely disagree with. If you guys like and just like that, let me know down in the comments. I'm not judging you. Or am I? No, I'm really not. You have the total right to like whatever you like. And I think a lot of the reasons why reboots and revivals come back is for nostalgia. People just love familiar things. Like I said, not all familiar things are good for you, but whatever. So yeah, I will see you guys in the year 2022. This new year has a lot in store. I'm going to be creating a lot of content, and it's going to sometimes feel like I am doing the most. It's going to seem like I am creating anything that comes to my mind, and it's because I am. I am more focused on being more consistent this year than anything, and I'm trying to stop myself from overthinking and letting fear get in the way of me creating content, because sometimes I have ideas for things. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to like it, so I don't do it, and then I watch someone else do a video on it, and it's like, oh my God, that was such a great video. I wish I would have done it, you know? So yeah. This year is going to be really fun. A lot of content. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time that I make a post. I actually have a holiday glam video coming up that I'm waiting to get approved from a brand. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to seem like it's a little late, but we're all spending our holidays in the house anyway. So you can wear it. Like I said in the video, it'll be like a evening look, so it's totally fine. Oh, here's another thing that I'm going to be doing a little bit differently. And this next year, I'm going to be stepping back from sponsored content, and I'm going to just be creating content just to grow our community a little bit more. I really am so grateful for the community that I have. Like, honestly, when I started this channel, I had no idea what was going to come of it. I didn't really like share it with friends and family. I was just kind of doing my own thing on YouTube, and it grew on its own, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys for it. And I have a beautiful, like, our community here on YouTube is loving, it's kind, it is so supportive, and I just want to be able to bring more like-minded people into this space. And that to me is more important for me, creating content for you guys and not so much creating content for brands, you know. This year was really tricky when it came to that. I had a lot of really great opportunities happen, and a lot of opportunities I had to say no to. There's a lot of things I did this year on my channel when it comes to branded content that I would never do again, because it was not as enjoyable as I would have liked. So this year is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to be doing me and creating content that I think would be great for the community that I want to grow, and that to me is more important than you know, anything else. So if you guys do see me do sponsored content on this channel outside of the one that I'm going to be posting right after this one, it's because I really am excited about the product, and maybe I've reached out to the brand themselves to do this sponsored content, but I want it to be as authentic to me and easy for me to do than anything else. If it feels like it's like not enjoyable, and like this is work, so it's not always going to be enjoyable, but if it feels like it's just like I'm dragging my feet with it, it's because I probably shouldn't be doing it, so I won't be doing it, you know? And that's part of life. You got to know when to say no and when to pull back on things that are no longer serving you, you know? So yeah, there's a lot happening, and I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you for every time that you viewed a video, you liked the video, you subscribed to my channel. Y'all mean so much to me and have helped me and motivated me through some of my most like unhappy, dark times, even though I never come on my channel and like talk about a lot of that too much. But even though I feel like when you guys watch my videos just based on your content, your comments, I know that you guys are enjoying seeing me and I'm bringing you joy, but you guys bring me joy just right on back. So thank you. I hope you guys all are having a beautiful New Year's Eve, and may God bless you, and or the universe, whoever you believe in, your God, bless you in this new year, you and your loved ones, and stay safe, be healthy. I know it's a really interesting time right now, but just please, please stay safe. And if you can stay home with your loved ones, please do so. And for people who are staying at home and they're alone, I know it's a really tough time, but I hope that if you are alone and you are watching my videos, I hope that I'm able to give you a little bit of comfort during this time. We will one day be on the other end of this and can go back to being in family gatherings and seeing loved ones for the holidays once again. And I feel like the sooner we all come together as a community and be on one accord, the sooner we can get on the other side of this. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next year. Happy New Year's. 2022 is going to be our year. Bye bye.